Hey, Jaylen, kind of starting off, did you watch a lot of the games this weekend? Did you watch Henry and Jerry make their debuts in the NFL?
Oh, most definitely. I had to tune in and watch my boys play. I was happy with their performance.
Questions, guys? Chris Walsh, go ahead.
Just wondering, of all the changes that you've seen this year, the locker room, the new video screens, all that stuff, do you have a favorite?
I really enjoyed the training room. That's where I spend a lot of my time. So the training room is where most of my when I'm not on the field, that's where I'm normally am. So I like the training room a lot.
Brett Hudson, we'll go to you next.
Jalen, do you anticipate teams punting and kicking to you differently than they did last year? Despite all the success you had as a returner last year, it didn't seem like there were many obvious changes in how teams approached you as a returner. Do you think that'll change this year?
Well, you got to expect alternative kicks and a lot of different type of kicks, but I do expect teams to kick it to me just based on like field position and not trying to give up too much of field position. So you have to kind of kick it.
Chris Walsh, do you have another one?
Yeah, Jalen, what would be a good season for you this season? I mean, do you have any specific goals in mind?
Not really. Most of my goals are team based, so pretty much how well the team does.
We'll go to Michael Casagrande.
What about the rhythm of this preseason? Does it feel like it's almost time to play a game? It's mid-September and you haven't played a game yet. What does it feel like in your body clock in that sense?
Well, we still in the camp mode, so it feel like camp. Camp gonna feel like camp. So we still in the camp mode. So that's what it feels like to me. But it is different watching other teams and other colleges play and not being able to play.
We will go to James Ogletree.
Hey, Jalen. Coach Saban's talked about Brian Branch as one of the young guys in the secondary who's played well at a couple of different positions. I was just wondering what you thought about his game going up against him in practice.
Brian Branch is definitely a baller. I really like the way he compete. He's real physical, and he gonna be a future star, definitely household name.
Okay, we'll go to AP Stedham.
Hey, Jalen, I was wondering what might you do different this season, and who are some of the young receivers that have impressed you?
Well, I think all three of the young receivers that came in has been really challenged, and they accepted the challenge really well. So I think they're doing real good. All of them, they are learning real fast, and they're gonna be good.
Okay, unless we have okay, we got a couple more here. We'll go back to Brett Hudson. Brett, I messed up. Go ahead.
Jalen, I know y'all are cross training for COVID purposes and other reasons, but y'all also have a very diverse wide receiver group, a bunch of guys that can play a bunch of different roles as wide receivers. Just how much cross training is going on in the wide receiver room, both with yourself and some of the other guys?
That was a long question. I didn't really understand. Can you tell
Hold
me say it
on.
again?
Brett, go ahead and ask that again. Brett, can you ask that again?
Yeah, how much cross training is going on in the wide receiver room right now, both with yourself and with the other wide receivers, like training between different wide receiver positions, the X, Y, Z, etc.
Oh, I think we don't try to learn like a certain position. We try to learn the concept. So you're not just out there because you don't really know where you're gonna be based on the concept. So you got to learn every concept, and we try to learn that way.
Okay, and we're going to wrap up with Charlie Potter.
You were asked about your goals this season, but what were something maybe that you focused on during the off season that might like take your game to the next level? What's a thing or two that you worked on specifically?
Um, I try to work on this off season, especially blocking, getting my hands in the right place, top of the routes, creating a lot of more separation between me and the defender.